Hi. How are ya? How was your week? Was it crazy? Mine was crazy. It's going to continue to be crazy. We have so many things that we have to do in our lives. I have to make sure the house is clean, make sure that Kenny and I are fed. I have to come to work. I have to walk. I have to think about what I'm eating. I have to go to church and figure out what I'm doing for Sunday school. I want to be with my granddaughters and my kids. And that takes time too. But it's worth that time. When it's winter like it is now, you got to put some time into your schedule to shovel the snow or clean off the car. It's a lot of stuff going on. It gets overwhelming. It gets a little crazy. How can I make it simpler? How can I live my life and do what I need to do without getting overwhelmed? Matthew, in the series The Chosen, Matthew, he was one of the disciples. And he was feeling overwhelmed with everything he had to do. And so he said, I guess I have only one thing that I have to do today. Follow Jesus. Now, at that point in time, it was literally following him, making sure everything was okay for when he had to talk. But nowadays, it's a little more complicated. We have so many things that we have to do. We don't always have enough time to do it. All right, so what do? How do I get everything done in the small amount of time that I have to do it? How do I make sure that the laundry gets folded? That I spend time on the phone or with my family? That I go to my mom's and help her? That I visit my dad, make sure that I'm part of his life? That I do my job? How do I do all of that without going crazy? Well, Matthew said, I'm going to follow Jesus. So what does that mean for me? How do I follow Jesus? Is that going to work? All right. So I kind of looked it up. And you know what? In the Bible it says, in Luke 9:23, Jesus went on to say to all of them, if anybody wants to follow me, you got to say no to the things that you want. Every day you have to be willing to even to die on a cross and follow me. In Matthew 19, Jesus answered, if you want to be perfect, then go and sell all the things you own. Give the money to the poor. If you do this, you will have a treasure in heaven. Then come and follow me. And then Luke 9:23, Jesus went on to say, if anyone wants to follow me, say no to the things. That's what I just said. See, now I'm doing things over and over again. Here's the thing. If you want to be calm, if you want to get the stuff done that has to be done, and if you want to do the right thing, you got to think about what Jesus said. And what do I always say that Jesus said? Jesus said, love other people. Take care of your neighbor. Put God first. How do I do that? When I'm deciding on things that I have to do, the priority of the things that I have to do, and I have to stop thinking about me and start thinking about the other people. Who needs me to be there? My mom. Maybe sometimes I would rather be out to dinner with a friend, but my mom needs me. So Tuesdays, those are hers. Who needs me? The kids at school and the staff. That's got to be a priority. I think that's what they were talking about. I think that's what Matthew was saying and Jesus was saying. when you get overwhelmed, when you get caught up in the stuff that you think you need to have, a bigger car, a nicer house, money, when you get caught up in all of that, think about what Jesus said. Jesus did not say, just make sure you have enough money. He didn't say that. Jesus did not say, make sure you have a car big enough to drive all your neighbors to church in. Didn't say that. What he said was, love other people. Think about other people. Put those other people ahead. Because as you think of other people, that's who you're thinking about, Jesus. This is not easy, and it's not simple, and it's not like, okay, I'm going to do that. It's not like that. But it does give you a starting place. If you're overwhelmed, you have too much stuff going on that you have to do, start with Jesus. And part of that could be praying. I don't know what to do first. Can you help me? Part of it could be looking it up in the Bible or online. But most of it is just, who needs me right now? And what can I do to help them? It doesn't have to be a big, huge thing. It doesn't have to be, I have to give them money so they can buy a house. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be, I'm going to watch the babies so you can go to a party and enjoy the time together. We're going to go and take one of our grandkids and go so that her parents can have a little bit of a rest. I'm going to go to my mom's so that she knows she's got enough food in the house. I can go visit my dad so he knows I still love him. If you think about what will help those people, it'll calm us down. It calms me down when I kind of figure out what I'm doing. Gotta let go of the stuff I want and understand the stuff that's necessary. And honestly, most of the time, that's the stuff I want. I want to be there for my mom, and I want to be able to see my dad. I want to be with those grandkids and help them, and I want to help their parents so that they have a life that they can handle and they don't get overwhelmed. I want to be there for Kenny so he doesn't get overwhelmed, and so he knows I got his back. There's a song, and I'm going to say this wrong, but it's a Hillsong worship song, and it's the title is in Spanish, I think, A Ti Me Rindo, but you know this song. Here I am, down on my knees again, surrendering all. Find me here, Lord, as you draw me near, desperate for you. I surrender. Drench my soul as mercy and grace unfold. With arms stretched wide, I know you hear my cry. Speak to me now. I surrender. It's a lot of words that are hard to understand, but it's basically this. God is right here with us. Jesus is right here with us. When you get overwhelmed, when you don't know what to do next, pray. And probably what Jesus is going to say is, got this, Kath. You know what to do. Take care of those people. And in so doing that, you take care of yourself. I have no clue if this makes sense. And if it does not, I apologize, but it's got to go down to simple. You know what to do that's right. Something that's not going to hurt another person. And pray. So you have a good week. And think about those other people and do what they need done. I love you. I miss you a lot. But we'll be together soon. Have a good week.